Go ahead.
And episode 13 of the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast has been brought to you by Ask Best Automotive on Woodward in Detroit. Sells and installs the highest quality in automotive sound systems and security. With over 20 years of experience, stop by 8296 Woodward in Detroit or call 313-473-7086 and ask for Anthony. Ask Best Automotive, the best in sound.
Drop that motherfucker.
Hey, we got music now, bitches.
What's good?
We got music now, bitches. Coastal in one time.
Shout out to the city. If you don't know who this is, the second greatest rapper alive. Hey.
Ooh, we feeling it. All right.
Woo. Okay.
We in this bitch.
Back to this bitch, man. Episode 13. It's your motherfucking co-host, Busy Black.
Woo, aka who?
The King Go Down.
Two clues bombs in this bitch.
That's one for your mama and one for your auntie.
Woo.
Feel me? AKA Mr. 100 Latins in your lobby.
Ooh, you got more? You got more? I know you got more.
Nah.
Damn.
That was another part to that. I just forgot what it was.
And this shit A1, motherfucking Jose Ortega on the mic, aka the original Pablo, aka that nigga for real, aka block your doors because you know who coming in to fuck your mama in the back door and make it go like, woo. We in this bitch, and this is Non-Millennial Millennials podcast. What's good with you?
Ah, man. I don't even know. I think that deserves to include bombs too.
Yeah, don't it? Shit,
man. We gonna have to start purchasing bombs a lot more because
we need a
fire,
nigga.
nigga.
We need a straight soundboard. we need a straight soundboard.
We need an intern. What the fuck he doing?
We're just like
this shit don't have to be so plain.
Fuck.
But either way, still got two real niggas talking. Two real niggas that love you. Two real niggas that's just trying to see you prosper like we trying to. So, you know.
Detroit made, motherfuckers.
You dig? I wouldn't want to be from nowhere else.
Yep. We're strong survive. And goddamn it, we got some shit to talk about. Some of this shit gonna be forced. And most of this shit is gonna be real nigga shit like we always do. But we gonna be in this motherfucker and we gonna say what we gotta say. Now, I want to start off with the shit that I just read, which I thought was just completely motherfucking preposterous. And
Nicki Minaj tweeting about how hip hop is sexist. Which, I mean, come on, you don't believe that?
The world is sexist. What the fuck are we saying?
So, I mean, just because other chicks not complaining?
Come on.
I mean, she can't complain?
She complaining now because...
Not that she's even complaining. She's telling the truth.
She's telling the truth. But nobody, like, you didn't see this bitch complaining when she was shaking her ass like a stripper. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. And rapping and shit, looking like a stripper. She was not complaining when I was getting her on stage and getting her that fucking paper. She was not complaining at all.
Okay, if what you're about to say is she's only doing this because she's cold right now, you're probably right.
I wasn't even going there, but thank you for adding that to my point. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's a possibility, but niggas has been doing this for a while, know what side of the fence to stick on. You know what I'm saying? When they need to stick on a side, because nobody's sticking to them. You know what I mean? Because Nicki ain't we always had this conversation, other niggas always had this conversation. Nicki ain't really had a real record in a minute, and the ones we should hear her on, we don't. And the ones we want to hear her on, we don't. And the ones that she is on or gives us ain't, it doesn't feel the same as it did. Like, in that same article, there was something like, I think a few days ago was the 7th year of the Monsterverse coming out. So that's seventh year since Dark Fantasy, which was 2010. That's really been as long as she's been a mega star. She's been a superstar for a while. A mega star. Nicki can sell out motherfuckers. Nicki can do shows with M and J. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get back to that.
Add to it. Not just be like, oh, they put you up there.
I'm going to get back to that. I got a rebuttal for exactly what you said. But my whole thing when it comes down to like, oh, hip hop is sexist. If every at the time she was the solo female rapper representing the game. She was by herself, non-contested. She was holding the motherfucking championship belt. Hoorah! You know what I'm saying? But that her
don't relate this back to Cardi, dog. Come on,
I'm not
Cardi getting busy,
I'm
dog.
not going to Cardi.
Don't
I'm
go
not
to
even
Cardi,
going to Cardi.
dog.
I'm not touching Cardi
I'm
at
about
all.
to say, like, please
I'm not
don't say
touching Cardi
she's
at
part
all.
of this, because she's not.
She was on, but I'm saying Nicki Minaj was on her own, hold the motherfucking belt at the top of the mountain and shit. But her introduction to all that is her persona, which is pretty much a half-naked bad bitch all the time. And yeah, people are sexist towards a half-naked bad bitch no matter what the fuck you were doing.
But that's the point though. But the overall argument of that is just because that's what you're doing doesn't mean you should get paid less. Which honestly, personally, I don't see how women get paid less than men. But I guess that's really the case because most bitches I know got a couple dollars. If not, they broke and they ain't really doing nothing when they sell like strippers. Bitches trying to rap. I know bitches selling dope. They got money. It don't seem like that. I mean, maybe on a higher level, I guess is what she's speaking on in like corporate for other women. Maybe that's what that means. But most females I know have been self-sufficient and have more money than a lot of niggas I know.
It's definitely there in offices and buildings, in workplaces everywhere across America.
I'm not doubting that. Like,
but when we're talking about hip hop,
3/10 of what is it? What's the dollar difference or some shit? They get 7/10.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know those statistics.
I don't know.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know those statistics.
This ain't NPR, nigga. Look it up yourself.
It's not. So my thing is like back in the day. So I hate to sound like old nigga Uncle Joe right now, but back in the day when there was an abundance of more,
that should have been an alternate name for the show.
And
Uncle Joe and Uncle Busy.
An abundance of female rappers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a shitstorm of them. There were still more men,
right.
But there were more women in the landscape of the game. Them bitches was dressing just as fly in fucking overalls and fucking sweatshirts and Nikes on.
Oh my God. Left eye and I'm overalls.
Spitting, going at it. That's what the fuck it was.
And that's my heart to this day.
But when when Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, they from the same fucking cloth. Whereas it's their sex symbolness, I guess, that is attracting the majority of your fans.
I mean, but everybody knows that Nicki stole from Lil Kim. When
Exactly.
I say stole, I mean like image-wise.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
like, I think Nicki could have had whatever image she wanted. I think she went with what she knew worked.
Exactly.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with it, but don't be mad when motherfuckers be like, oh.
Yeah, when the creator is like, yo, really?
This is now sexist. Like, I can't believe this happens in hip-hop so much.
That too.
Fuck out of here, Mo. Like, nah. You know what? I'm gonna bring Cardi B in.
Wait, I'm confused. What's your real point with this? Like, what's your anger here? Because we both saying she's right, because she's not wrong.
My anger is with it is like,
and she was even bringing up when other dudes was saying like,
you can't be mad about it. Like, let me just put it like that. You can't be mad about it.
Like
I can see why other people could be mad for you, but you can't be mad. You cannot. I'm sorry.
Like the legendary correspondent of the Joe Budden podcast, Sir Maul, once said,
God damn it, Maul. We need a Maul. That's what we do. We need a Maul.
As Maul once said, nigga, you can't cry over spilled milk. Niggas get killed every day, B. Like, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at having to deal with the shit that comes with being double standards is double standards.
Yeah, double standard. Like I said, this is the world we live in. That's like
the price women got
fucking double standard.
The price women have to pay in certain positions is different from the price men have to pay in certain positions. Is it easier for men in other positions than women? Yeah, but it's also easier for women in other positions than it is for men.
If those
has it been constantly suppressed? Has women's what's the word? Women's potential constantly been suppressed over the entire history of the human race?
Absolutely.
Yes. But because of that, certain shit is just how it is. It's not gonna change. I get her complaining about it. And like I said, I think it might be an angle there. But even if it's not,
To me,
this is how it is.
the subject to
Because Cardi going through the same shit.
yeah, the subject
She brand
towards
new.
what she's talking about to me is what bothers
And
me.
I
It's bothering me that it's like you controlled your image when you came into the game. That's your control. If you
I
were,
don't even know if she did that.
If you were talking about
I'm not sure if she did that. I'm pretty sure.
as we're now
Birdman and Wayne was
as
like-
of this time without a 30 for 30 on her ass right now and shit in some type of expose, that's how it stands because no one's telling her not to dress like that. She's a woman that can speak her own
She's toned
motherfucking
it
mind.
down. She's toned it
Down because it's like, nigga,
She does what works for her.
because you have to. She's trying to be a businesswoman on her Jay-Z shit, but to get some of these deals taken care of without breaking off some pussies to some of these motherfuckers that are in higher power that you're trying to do business with, you're gonna have to tuck away the goodies and talk with your motherfucking big girl pants.
This is why I'm not mad at Nicki though. Look, if you look at the female artists in the game, right? Let's try to name them because I don't know many off the top of my head
Remy,
that are taken
Cardi.
serious. Remy, Cardi, Nicki, not in any order, obviously. Young M.A.
Young M.A.
No, I'm talking about mainstream
Oh.
niggas. No, I'm talking about the shit that get talked about.
Young M.A. That's pretty much about it.
Okay. Like I said, I say talked about me on a mainstream level, not like who you know that you think is, that you know is dope that should be talked about. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Out of those people, like I said, this is just the best way I can compare it in my head. Nicki is Jay-Z to them niggas. Cardi or Remy could be the Eminem of that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nicki's
where
track
it's
record
set up like that.
look nice.
It just looks like it. You know what I'm saying? On paper, if I was to compare, you put the men up, obviously it's more men than women and shit like that. But if you put them up in terms of what they've done or trying to do, have contributed and shit like that, Cardi's brand spanking new.
Absolutely.
She's already broken records. She's on track to be one of the biggest ever. And I hope she is. 'Cause, nigga, I'm party gang busy. I love that girl to death. God damn it. Nicki has done the same things in the vein of a J. Not to say that Cardi's doing it in the vein of an M, but if I wanted to compare them, the easiest way I can separate it in my head is looking at it like that. Which if you look at it like that, then what's the problem? I see niggas on Twitter, like the story came out like maybe, I guess she did it last night. The story came out earlier today, and the Twitter been going crazy ever since. It's like, nigga, why? What's the problem? I don't see what dudes have a problem with her saying something like that. I don't see what women have a problem with her saying that shit. I don't see what hip hop heads have a problem with her saying that shit.
My problem is that it's her that's saying it. That's
Who the fuck else is gonna say
about
it?
hip hop?
That is gonna matter. Beyonce?
About hip hop.
Beyonce can do that.
Yeah, but I'm
Does she? No. Because Beyonce damn near a billionaire.
Beyonce,
She don't give a fuck.
She don't give a fuck no more. She's way past that.
Beyonce is the queen of queens.
She's on God level as far as like female artists now. Like she's untouchable. But what I'm saying is when it's about
She's hip hop, pop,
like
and R&B,
I don't mind
honestly.
if any woman speaks out against, you know what I'm saying, sexism in a general speak. You know what I'm saying? But when we're talking about when you have control over the way people view you, because you could simply be like, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna fucking wear no thong and no fucking panties and go up on fucking stage and shake my ass and rhyme words. People ain't listening to my words. They listening to, they looking at my ass and my tits jiggle up and down. That's what the fuck you need to expect when it comes from that. And you,
I don't think most women trying to do that now don't expect that. I think most women aiming for mainstream rap type shit know that they have to present that. You're not gonna come out there unless you got a body, unless you like a Young M.A. where we already know you a lesbian. You cute as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Guys got like, I say that just because of demographics. Like men and women, especially younger dudes like myself and other people, especially even some older dudes. You look at a Young M.A., you be like, if she was straight, I'd kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd tear her ass up. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not going that far.
have you seen her in a dress and long hair? Because there's pictures on the internet. Young M.A. is cold, but with the braids and doing the whole, doing what she doing, with doing her thing, she making us pay attention to the bars more than her. With women, you gotta pick. Dudes, we can pick. We want to do trap. We want to be soft. We can sing. We can do pop, we can jump around, we can do whatever we want to do. But women, you kind of end up putting them in a box. And a lot of dudes you put in a box, but not as much as women. So I get the problem, but I don't see how people. I get the statement. I don't get the problem.
Hey, my problem is what you. When this is, I believe the game was in a situation. All in all,
You talking about when she came in?
yeah, I believe hip hop was in a situation because it was.
I mean,
There
we
was
needed
no.
female.
There was.
We needed bars.
Eve was out.
We needed sexiness. She provided it all.
Yeah, Eve was out. Lil' Kim was technically out.
We needed it.
Remy
all
was
of that.
in
She
prison.
brought all of that we was missing.
Yeah, there was no
Wayne
nothing.
knew that. That's why they did that.
This bitch could have came. I'm saying at that point in time in hip hop, I guarantee you, if she was just with straight bars, like she did have some bars on the way in. Let's just believe she had some bars on the way in, and really did that shit in a fucking tight white t-shirt, nigga, and a pair of fucking at the time apple bottom jeans, nigga, and some heels. Everybody still would have been like, that bitch cold.
Yeah. But see, and I think that's where a lot of industry shit play into it too, like with what she said, because I don't think unless you reach a certain level, you even dealing with that problem. So that's what kind of makes people that are against her saying that shit irrelevant, because you ain't even probably worried about that unless you get to a certain level. Like, no offense to none of the females in the city, and it's a few of them, my family, but I don't think they worried about in terms of like maybe show money or cuts of a deal if they getting less than the dude next to them because nigga they just as broke as the dude next to them.
Yeah.
So unless you fucking, you know what I'm saying, you want to get paid, he just want to get, and you might not even know it be paying it that much attention. I think that's when it gets corporate and lawyers and record labels, and that's when you start going like, wait. Because you got to think, when you mainstream anyway, then you probably the last motherfucker getting paid off of your shit anyway. You the last person getting paid. Everybody in line is getting paid before you unless you independent.
Yeah.
Because you got to make sure that happens so the next rollout, it's not going to really work any other way. So I don't see how an average person can have a problem with that when she's stating facts amongst the problem.
She's stating facts amongst the problem.
But we didn't spend
sure.
20 minutes.
For sure. Oh, no, I got still more to get into.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She stated the problem, for sure. But
shit.
This shit really bothered me, and I got more to say just about Nicki Minaj and the reason why. Matter of fact, I'll just get into that. The original rebuttal I was getting to before. She's in a Wale mode now. And she got the Wale syndrome. Wait, no. Let me explain.
Okay.
The Wale syndrome. The Wale syndrome ain't saying that your music is whack. It ain't saying that you becoming trash and then on downfall. It ain't saying that your career is a fluke. It's saying that you have not gotten better in time.
Pause. All of that except the fluke statement is true about Wale.
Wale is not a fluke.
I said all of that except the fluke statement is true. All that you said except about him being a fluke, the rest of that is true. The fluke shit, no, he's not a fluke. Neither is Nicki.
He's not on the
Everything else you just said is true about Wale. Not so much about Nicki.
He's not on the decline. Shine was good.
I believe so. I decided just went platinum. Shout out to bitch.
But Nicki, but let's be real. She has not delivered much content, which, like, over the span of 7 years, right? Take features away. How much content have you brought in 7 years? Real content. Real content, my nigga. So it's like you trying to pretty much postpone.
I don't know if I can really speak on that because I don't think I've ever sat through an entire Nicki album. Maybe you have. I don't think I have.
I have, unfortunately. I'm a music.
How would you say unfortunately? Like I think
I'm saying unfortunately because it's like it's definitely not music for me, and I knew that in the first place. I was just like, what this bitch rocking with? It's not that, but it's not for me. It's just not. But she's prolonged her shit by pretty much releasing the same album with a couple more songs on it, which gives your album more life because you're selling pretty much. You're repackaging your brand to the masses again with something else attached to it. And of course, if you're a
That's
fan
like
by
me
now, you're going to accept it anyway.
That's like the podcast taking off of me re-releasing LTM with like 4 new songs.
Exactly.
I could do that though.
You could do it.
That's perfect. That makes perfect sense.
It's not perfect. Look, you don't release a lot of content. So when you're it's like, just like Wale, he doesn't release a lot of content outside of features. So it's like, from what your observation of this whole, like, how good are you at this certain point in time, just like with the sport, they want you to be a certain level of good on a team within 7 years. They're like, all right, we can offer this nigga a max within 7 years if he on that level. Right. Now, Wale, even though he hasn't become trash, he's had some projects, but he's not on like a.
This is why they don't compare. Wale has more projects than Nicki, first off, and Nicki is bigger than Wale.
But my point is, Nicki hasn't become trash because
she's cold.
Yeah,
I don't think Nicki didn't come in trash.
Yeah,
Wale didn't come in trash. They aren't gonna be trash.
Yeah, she's
unless
not,
you get a serious drug addiction or some shit. You're not just gonna automatically be, or you try some new shit that just don't work for you.
Right. Like I said, you're not gonna become. Well, I'm saying this.
Rap is like riding a bike, nigga.
I'm saying this for people who are listening to this podcast. It's like, that's trash. Like, no, it's not trash. I'm not saying that by no means.
Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's trash either.
But sometimes it does for me.
True. But, sometimes.
Yeah, but
with artists like that.
It's like when you speculate like how good and how like hot she was, right? Like when she came in, she was hot, like ball rolling, nonstop.
I got a rebuttal for what you said.
Yeah. Right. And then there was, and you know what I'm saying, and then the Pink Print, yeah, that came out. That one did numbers, but she was that summer, nigga. Her and Drake was dishing them shits out like left and fucking right.
They was playing off each other. They had to get as big as they are.
Everything was good.
That was part of the plan.
Good and dandy.
That's why Wayne was on every other record.
And then people started getting let out of jail. More the female I say people. Remy got out of jail. The female rapper landscape started to change and started to add people to it.
It didn't change until Lil' Kim got out and not Eminem. Remy got out.
Yeah,
when Lil' Kim got out, it was the beef with them. They had a little short thing because it's obvious.
Yeah, but
Remy got out.
But like I said, the additions to female rap came in. You know what I'm saying?
They weren't additions. They were there before Nicki.
They were, but it doesn't just because
they were additions to a new climate. Just because they were in prison.
They were free agents, and then they were free agents on the Spark, all right? And they could have just gotten it, and they didn't get picked up on a team because they were in jail. Fuck out of here. Anyway, you not in the game if you not releasing content. If you in jail,
but nigga, we still know you.
We know you, but you not doing shit because you in jail. We know this. It's not no dime on saying like you don't rap no more. It's that you in jail. It's what it is.
I heard the argument that we all off the Wale shit now.
I'm trying to say on the same shit.
All right, go ahead. Finish.
But anyway, the finishing what I was saying is like she ain't like her music ain't been like terrible. The problem is that the records that she's released as of recently look and feel and sound like they were forced.
So does Wale's.
Oh yeah, but we've already Wale's been out there saying that.
But no, this is my thing though.
Wale's whole demeanor says that he's been doing that.
Wale is just forced.
Yeah, Wale is forced like a way. Wale is forced on hip hop. Wale has been forced on hip hop. Ross has been pushing. Ross has been fucking diming us to like Wale.
He's like, no, I promise it's there if you listen to it. Like, and he's not lying. Like, it is there if you listen to it. But it's like, no, nigga, look, I know he wild, but
Wale is like almost the biggest anomaly to the game because it's like niggas that don't fuck with Wale don't fuck with Wale. But if you do, you do.
This is why you can't compare Nicki to Wale though. Nicki, like I said, I'm not saying Wale doesn't want to. I'm sure he has dreams of being a J-type nigga too. We all do. But I'm just saying, Nicki is doing, after those first 2 albums, she started doing the fashion shit.
Yeah.
And has been doing that since.
Yeah.
You can't do both, nigga.
But what I'm saying is,
she's not doing a podcast. She can't. It's not like she's doing this 1 hour a week and then
she look real
rapping the rest of the time
right now, and that comes. She looking real irritated right now, and that's what I think. It comes.
She irritated on the music too because niggas is acting like she ain't never did shit because she been doing this fashion shit. Girl got shit in Target last time I checked, or Kmart, whatever it is.
I think about it like
you can't do that and be putting out quality albums. It's not gonna work.
Think about it like this: if you the only nigga there, and like at like a at the blackjack table, or you the only
unless
nigga
you got
there,
other people writing your music,
yeah, like you the only nigga there. The only nigga you gotta beat it by yourself is the dealer, right? By yourself, you're the only one at the table. Let's say the dealer is symbolically life. All you gotta do is beat him, and you're gonna be good. Stay up, you'll be straight. Now, what happens when a bunch of motherfuckers come to the table? If y'all not all working together, it can fuck you up from actually doing good in life.
Yeah. Now,
you might step away and be like, I'm going to pop these poker tables real quick and shit and come up over there real quick. And I'm going to come right back. No one's saying that you can't. Jay's done it. Nicki's done it. Nas has done it. Nobody's saying you can't fucking do that.
I don't think a lot of people are on the gambling analogy, but okay.
But when you get back to that motherfucking table and you be like, damn, it's full now. Same table, but it is full.
Right.
The thing that changes all in all, and back to the real life aspect of it, is that now people have room to judge who is the best at the table. When you're the only one at the table, no one can judge you because you always going to be up.
People always have room to judge. It's just how it's shown is different. How it used to be shown was album sales and tickets and shit. How it's shown now is Twitter. Social media, streams. Shit. Speaking of which, I heard streaming just changed some shit where they about to change up their whole way they scale shit with Billboard to have they about to fuck artists again, put it like that. They about to fuck us again. So I will not be signing to a label anytime soon unless you're talking at least 7 figures. So
all right, we can move on from that. I actually like that conversation.
Ended pretty nice. What the fuck else been happening? Trump's still out here trying to get us killed.
Man, fuck that nigga. I'm done spending my Thursday talking about this nigga right now.
I'm working on it.
Nah, you can use a faggot on him. You can use
I mean, yeah.
You
can, gay Trump supporters
gay
might
people,
be out here. They might be like,
to
y'all really, nigga?
To our LGBT community listeners, you can drop all the F-bombs in the world at Trump. And I'm surprised if y'all not. And if y'all are, shout out to them.
I don't think they're not going to use that word. I don't think.
Why not?
Because they're the ones that usually rally against other people using the word.
No, fuck that. It's like when women say cunt. It's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah, if a woman call you a cunt or a bitch, that definitely sting a little bit more than the nigga do.
Sting like a motherfucker.
So, yeah, I guess I see the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, that makes sense.
Like, and nothing's worse than a gay person calling you a faggot. Like nothing.
You might be a faggot.
Yeah,
you really might be a faggot, bro.
Like even if you not like
I would
a
think
real
you probably
homosexual,
smell dick on your breath or something.
Like even if you are not a real homosexual, that has to hurt like a motherfucker because they be fighting against that shit. That has to fucking hurt.
The only word you don't get that type of problem with is nigga, because we'll call white people nigga in a heartbeat.
Real shit.
And love the hell out of them.
Stand my nigga right over there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But them, any other slur,
don't worry. No, sorry, sir.
Don't worry.
Nah.
And nigga just sound cool.
Yeah.
Kike, cunt. Doesn't sound like something you should be using in a regular conversation.
The word kike,
civilized, I guess.
The word kike sounds like it sounds.
I know it's mad Jewish people like, yo, he just. I'm sorry, I was
sorry.
making a point.
my point is, like, damn, like, for the Jews, that is a shitty ass fucking,
Like that,
racial-
it stings me when I say it. I'm not even Jewish.
But, like, when I hear that word, it sounds like the nasty sound a vagina would make that has an infection. Like, it's something, like...
That's what you sound like when you enter a bitch that got gonorrhea.
Right.
What that nigga Deezy say, he said when you open up the ass, he should be like, that's how it sound when you enter a dirty pussy.
Ew. But it happens all the time.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That went off the rails quick.
All the way.
The fuck else happened?
Shit.
I don't even know what we talked about last. Nigga, I've been in. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about.
We caught up on the shits last week.
We did.
Yeah, we caught up on the shits. Nigga.
What shit?
The shits that we missed from the 2 weeks before.
I don't keep up with my days. Nigga, you think I remember what happened last week? Trump been in office, nigga. I've been drunk half his time.
Look, the bosses gave us this
Shit, the
motherfucking
whole
platform. God damn it, I'm going to use it to remember some shit.
I'm not saying I'm not trying to remember shit. It's just I write shit down or I, think about it and then I forget it.
You the type of
Either
nigga
that
to
or-
write some shit down on a receipt
No.
and throw it away by accident.
You right, but you fucking right. But nigga, so much shit happens now. Like Monday, I'll hear like 10 great things to talk about on the podcast. But by Thursday, they're fucking irrelevant. Cause 300 other things have happened. I don't know what the fuck to keep up with. I don't even know why we bother making a list.
Look, there's
Unless it's the day of.
this is our platform.
Like that whole Nikki conversation, I got that text 3 hours ago.
This is our platform. We pretty much say we can do whatever the fuck we want to. Although there's a lot of shit that, like, we've had
We gonna get
discussions
fired.
in the pre-podcast meetings that you never come to. Shout out to David Jacoby. He has the same rant at Jalen Rose every week.
And that's gonna act.
and I fucking now understand when you be at the pre-podcast meeting not paying attention, like,
Nigga, I be high when I show up. I be zoned, bro.
nigga.
I be there, but I don't be
There's
there.
a certain shit I just don't feel like fucking talking about because it's dead air after a minute.
Nigga, like I said,
It's
I will
just
write
useless
shit
fucking
down on
information.
Monday and come here with it, or think I can come here with it, and by Thursday it's like, nah, niggas ain't even thinking about that no more. Niggas forgot that happened.
Like, we are not a political podcast.
We not, but so much shit happens, it's worth talking about at least once a week.
No.
But so much shit happens in a week, you don't even know what the fuck to talk about.
Real shit, we really fucking drawn out the sum of all politics in the past year.
Pretty much.
This is all out fuckery. And that's
Yeah.
it. There's nothing that needs to be said more. This is all out fuckery.
It's always like DEFCON 5 level bullshit. See,
You know what FUBAR stands for?
well, I used to. What is it?
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like right now.
Because I know I've heard it before.
Like, nigga, and look, if someone from across the world asked me, how can you explain America? I'd be like, oh shit.
FUBAR.
Yep, pretty much that. We got domestic war. We trying to get into a war. We kind of just got done fighting the war, but we still not done doing that because the war on terrorism, I guess, still exists.
If
And
the war on drugs still exists,
Yep.
damn it, the war on terror still exists.
still a lot of poverty. Niggas still don't got fucking clean water in Flint. It's a terrible fucking place. But we got a lot of internet.
Internet and technical freedoms.
Ha ha ha.
They're not. You can only do the ha 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 because I thought about it. Right.
Technical freedoms.
Technical freedoms because we not free, but
No.
we free in the sense that other than probably maybe majority of Europe, I ain't never been. I'm not sure, but from what I've heard, you can't move as freely as you do anywhere else. Canada, it's about it. Mexico,
You pay the price.
Mexico, you can down there kill somebody.
You pay a price for freedom, nigga. And the price for freedom,
Taxes and not making enough, and you gotta actually, you gotta be smart
you pay the price
and not a
for freedom.
fucking
And
bullshit.
the price for freedom comes at a high cost.
No, see, I think if we was really free, the cost would be lower. Honestly, I think freedom, it doesn't cost that much. I think freedom is understanding in yourself and others
All right, like, I'm about to pull this shit the fuck up.
This nigga done went to.
All right, yeah, it's gotten motherfucking real. There was last year and into 2017, there have been 50,615 gun violent incidents. That's 169.28 per day. That's what you get for the price of motherfucking freedom.
And taxes.
And taxes.
You know, gas prices.
Like I said,
shit like that.
I said it on the podcast before. I'm anti-gun if I'm not in America. If I'm in America, I'm pro-gun. If I left somewhere and they was like, look, motherfucker, the first thing you got to do is give up your arms to become a citizen here. Why? Because our police officers don't carry arms and neither do our citizens. If you do have an arm, it is you went through some efforts to get that motherfucker and you go into prison for a very long time. I'd be like, shit, take these motherfuckers then.
This is turning into the gun reform podcast. The gun reform millennial.
Man, fuck, man. This shit bothers
We talk about gun control like the last 5 episodes.
I'm just saying, God damn it, we gonna change gun control in the United States, even if it kills us. Fucking hell, man.
Jesus Christ.
I'm serious. I'm dead fucking serious, son.
Like I told you earlier this week, nigga, we ain't gotta do shit to change the price on bullets. I think we said it on the last podcast. We ain't gotta do shit to change the price on bullets.
I think we said that on the phone. I think that was a phone.
I think we did it on both. I think it was last week before the podcast on the phone and then on the podcast. I think. Either way, just change the price of bullets. That's it. But I don't want to go there.
Motherfuckers will get black market bullets.
I know we already went there like mad times. I don't want to go there right now.
I'm just saying, this is the price to pay, bruh.
It is. Like, but that's not fair though, because it's a price you pay to live in fucking Syria too. Your life, nigga. Maybe. If you ain't good at,
Well, yeah.
Agility and shit.
Yeah, but there's legit places that you just should not move to for any type of leisure, any type of escape.
Okay, but if you born there.
Oh, yeah, leave, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. We would never, out of every roll in the dice in the world, the only better place we could have been born at was Canada. Literally, think about it. Think about the entire world. Other than Canada and maybe Germany, where else would you have, or Denmark, where else would you have wanted to be born other than the United States and Canada? Nowhere. The rest of it's pretty fucked up.
Costa Rica is the most peaceful country on the planet.
And it's fucked up right now because of them fucking hurricanes.
Costa Rica's not.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Trinidad and Tobago, a couple other
Nigga, that's in a different part of the fucking country. I mean, on the globe. All that shit is in fucking Central America. Costa Rica is in South America.
Do you know the paths hurricanes take? They form in the middle of big bodies of water and just go. So it may have knocked out there before they got up here. Nigga, I know I heard them say Trinidad was fucked up. I'm pretty sure if it hit Trinidad, it hit Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, and Florida. Nigga.
I'm sure I would see. Shit, they look like I don't think they got hit that hard because they look.
Nah, they probably didn't get hit as hard as Puerto Rico.
Not even motherfucking close. Yeah.
It was one of them hurricanes.
Not even close. They still got vacation guides up on this motherfucker. They didn't get
what are you on, CostaRico.com? I'm sure they have it on PuertoRico.com. Nigga, if you don't type in Costa Rican hurricane.
Costa Rica hurricane. This is probably somebody's fucking little league team.
Recent Costa Rican hurricane.
Oh, okay. 2017. Okay.
Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't tripping.
All right.
Hit all of that shit. The last 3 hurricanes hit all of that shit.
Oh, damn. That does look pretty bad.
Yeah.
I said peace, nigga. I said peace, goddamn it. I said nothing about natural disasters. Fuck out
Just saying, nigga.
I'm just saying too. Like, look, there, like everywhere there's a flaw. Like,
That's why I say if you could pick, other than Denmark, Germany, Canada, or United States,
racist. No. I'm good.
You gotta pay a price everywhere.
Some place you gotta pay a price.
Okay,
God damn it.
So you want to go to North? No, everywhere, nigga. Would you rather pick one of those 4 or 5 or North Korea?
Dictator can't do it.
Russia.
Technically, dictator can't do it.
All of the Middle East.
It's hot
Africa,
out there, nigga. I'm good.
Africa.
There's certain places in Africa I'd go.
Some. You gotta have some money. American money, preferably, because their money ain't shit.
Oh, yeah, well, I know. Well, I told you, there's no way that if that was an option, like it was my few options, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you had to pick where you was born right now, and you had that option to pick,
fuck.
you gotta think we don't have an option. Niggas just pop up. We was lucky as fuck to just pop up in America, even being black with racism and being broke and shit. I'd take it over North Korea.
There is advantages with being
Selling
American.
10 bootlegs from 10 years ago for 30 cents. I'm dope. I'm cool.
It's great to be an American, true. But it is kind of still shitty if you're an American that is black, brown, and yeah, just black or brown.
Just because we right here and I can use this pun, I don't see, knowing all of that, how the fuck can we make it great again? Where is he again?
We was always pretty fucked up.
Pretty fucked up, but pretty fucking dope too, since like maybe the 60s. Since the 60s, 80s.
Yeah,
80s, since the 80s, ain't been that bad.
80s, no,
90s.
It was
90s, 80s was
like,
crack.
It was like
90s
75 to 84.
was peaceful.
Yeah.
Then it was fucked up.
It was post-Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Crack wasn't invented
okay.
yet.
So in reality, like the real time, well, let's say like 92 to now, outside of Biggie and Pop and 9/11.
Like I said,
pretty much most peaceful time ever.
I said, we had about we had 9 years of peace. We had 90.
I mean, you know,
we
all
had
the gun
92.
violence
We
and
had
shit.
92 through.
I mean, black people. When
2001.
I mean in general.
I'm saying in general, we weren't that bad as a country from 92 to 91 to 2001. We weren't that bad.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Post 2001.
Niggas been super scary.
Nick, but
Everybody need a gun. Everybody can't fight. Niggas are scared of Arabs and niggas. And it's been
is people still really scared of Arabs though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen an Arab I was afraid of since like 2003.
I haven't seen an Arab I was afraid of since 9/12/2001.
Now, 1000%.
The 12th, I seen one. I was like, oh shit! And then after that, I was like, okay, no, all of them aren't that, right?
Yeah.
And duh.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn how racist this is gonna be and sound, but yeah, when I still see the ladies in the fucking all black, the gear and the religious gear, I'm still like, yo.
I don't trust nobody to cover up that much of their body in public. I'm sorry. It ain't even a religious thing, nigga. You go for Lady Gaga and Daft Punk too.
I tell this story all the time. Matter of fact, this was the last time I was afraid of some Arabs.
Show your face, nigga.
Oh, Arabs, I'm sorry. This was like, I think it was like 2012. I was like driving to go get some pizza and shit. And there's like a van full of these women. Like a van full. You could not see.
Like a rape van?
No, it was like a fucking caravan.
Oh.
It was a minivan. But it, like, nigga, you couldn't see nothing but a set of eyes and hands on that whole fucking
shit.
car. Nigga, my heartbeat started racing. I'm like, oh my god,
They about to blow this bitch up in the intersection.
It's gonna be all bad. But then I got to Holbrook and realized, nigga, we ain't come up yet. Like, what the fuck were they bomb
Like,
us
nigga, they
for?
house around the corner. Chill out.
I started looking at where I was. I was like, nigga,
Duh.
there's nothing but abandoned houses over here. What the fuck you gonna kill anyway? It was like, what the fuck what are you doing?
They not on a mission, bro.
They not on a mission. I was like, you know what?
Just right.
Cool, I can go get my pizza, nigga. I was scared in a motherfucker driving in the ham trying to make that day.
Shout out to all my Middle Eastern homies and beautiful Middle Eastern women.
Yeah.
I've yet to.
All y'all not terrorists.
You know what I'm saying?
Saddam and Osama
Really?
fucked y'all image up.
Huh?
I said Osama and Hussein and fucked their image up.
Did you just call that nigga Osama Hussein?
No, and Hussein.
Oh yeah. Nah, that shit was fucked up before that, but it got real bad after that.
Well, look.
And that was really because of white people. It wasn't really that bad then.
No,
they just made
Americans
it seem like it.
Until that
They
point,
made a whole color graph for us to be scared off of.
real shit.
Like, yo, how many times have you seen that threat level since 2003? Nigga, raised or lowered. You seen it like once every 5 years, and they be like, oh, we think we got a plot coming up. Raise the level. Be on alert.
That shit
Fuck out of here.
That shit was on level orange
It's been on level orange since 03, nigga.
No, it was on orange one time when I was going to the airport, and it never was like that before. And it was like one day when I was taking a red eye to Florida, and I was like, nigga.
I think it's like
it was like that
yellow,
one time.
orange, and red. Yo, we should look that. What the fuck is the threat level thing?
I don't know.
I'm going to look that shit up.
Holy internet, Batman.
We for sure putting that on the shirt. Threat level graph. Hold up.
This shit. Man. Ugh.
Niggas.
Thank God for the internet.
Right?
It's a terrible thing, though. Shouldn't be able to find this much porn for no reason.
Nigga, Homeland Security terror threat level scale. Green, unsubstantiated. Maintain paranoia through patriotic calls for vigilance.
Jesus.
That's green.
That's green. It's like as soon as you hit a color, it's all bad.
Nigga, blue, suspicious, enthralled public with zealous rhetoric about freedom haters. Yellow, fabricated. Announced vague bomb threat from everyday household item. Is this a fucking joke or something?
Wait.
This can't be.
That was yellow?
Yeah, this can't be the real one. This can't be the real one, dog. Wait, orange, exaggerated. Axe items from the Bill of Rights. Detained token Muslim suspects. It's gotta be fake.
I'm about to say, that sounds quite racist.
Yeah,
that sounds like it's
I just seen this shit that said Homeland Security threat. And hysterical, approval rating critically low. Create immediate distraction. Okay, that wasn't the real one. Wait. Okay, here it is. Here it is, okay. Green, low. Low risk of terrorist attacks. Blue, guarded, general risk of terrorist attacks. Yellow, elevated, significant risk of terrorist attacks. And orange and red is high and then severe.
So who the fuck was at the airport when I was there to put that motherfucker in orange is what I want to know.
What made it go orange?
Yeah, because we've
been in like a yellow since, like I said, like 03, 04. I know we was on orange for a while, but nigga, they didn't create it till after we should have been on red.
It's like that faggoty ass doomsday clock. Oh, sorry, faggoty ass doomsday clock.
Yeah, you see that shit moved up like 20 minutes after Trump got elected?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
It's 20 minutes to midnight, which is doomsday. Like, whoa.
Which in reality, from your theory, could be like 10 years, but shut up.
Like, nigga, whoever did that shit, I'm like, why?
I don't even remember where we started at, but fuck, man.
Fuck him.
Shit. Fuck him. Fuck Homeland Security threat level scale. And,
racist ass shit.
fuck Bush. Fuck every white president other than Kennedy.
And
Clinton.
Bush got in over his head.
Huh?
Bush got in over his head.
No, Bush is just a real nigga that had too much going on at one time.
You know, I think Bush got elected president.
When I say real nigga, I mean like nigga that's just like should be by all means a regular ass guy, but for some reason we gave him power.
You know,
Bush would have been fine.
People forgot about Bush so quick when it came down to Trump. When it came down, because real shit. At the point in time where we was as a country, you didn't really think, unless a war did happen, that you could really fuck it up. We was kind of going in a good place. Like, you didn't think, like...
Yeah, like, it was a war going on and we got comfortable.
Yeah, like...
It was like, yeah, this ain't that bad.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, niggas is over there getting killed, but they kind of got it maintained, it seems like, from what they tell us.
But what I'm saying... No, I'm saying, like, before Bush became president. When Bush decided that, you know, was running for president and shit and everything, I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? And I remember this as a kid. I'm like, I don't really care who the fuck gets elected because, like...
Man, fuck that.
It's not really that bad right now, so...
Nigga, I remember in 2000 rooting for John McCain to beat George Bush.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people saying that. But I was only going Democrat because...
Mine was like 7, but still.
My mom was telling me that, like, only Democrats give a fuck about black and brown people. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll roll with that.
My dad told me that same bullshit. bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll roll with that. So I was rooting for John Kerry, but I was like, I really didn't care.
I
But
think that might have been the only lie my granddad told me. I don't think it was a lie at the time he told me it, but it's morphed and evolved into a lie because it's like, nah, nigga, none of them niggas care.
I think he was just supposed to be in office to kind of just ride out that, all right, my dad used to be president. It's my time to be president. I'm not really.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be smooth sailing.
He was supposed to just be on a skateboard and, you know what I'm saying?
Which I think everybody else thought. But then it was like, oh, yeah, remember when his pops did that one shit in 91?
And it was like, oh.
Niggas ain't forget about that, bro.
Nah, it was that moment where it was like, oh, God, now we need this nigga to be smart. Fuck.
Like, we really thought it was like, all right, this might not be great, but we can do it.
It's like when your running back gets hurt and you're like your first string, and then you know your second string suck ass, and you just like, fuck.
Like, I don't want to go with this nigga, but I got no fucking choice. Shit. That's the equivalent of what would happen right now with Trump. They keep trying to normalize this nigga Trump, like we was talking about outside, bro. If the internet shut down and Trump got to deal with it, expect martial law and a whole bunch of other fun things. Because it's not gonna be kind of dope for a while.
Well, you didn't have your Xbox One that long, but Gary fucking T.
I didn't like that bitch, but that original Xbox One was trash.
Yeah, the One S looks.
The One S is way better,
yeah.
nigga.
But it was a game called The Resistance. I know you probably
that shit.
Yeah. The world would look like that if the internet was like the world.
I've seen the gameplay from it. You right.
It would be a bunch of motherfuckers in their own factions holding it the fuck down in their parts of town.
With guns and tanks, making agreements and shit.
And when shit gets too hefty, like it be bang bang. Nigga, it's like nigga, like real shit. And I think this is just because like this gonna sound real unpatriotic, but I don't care.
What about this podcast has been patriotic so far?
Nothing. That's why there's a black and white American flag that hangs up in my living room. It's the first thing you see when you walk in my crib. Thug life.
Since we own politics, though, guess who's thankfully not running for Senate and was joking?
Schneider?
No. Kid Rock. Even better than Schneider. Because remember Kid Rock was going to run for senator?
Yes.
I was going to say, you didn't hear about that?
No, I heard about it, but it just makes me, like, queasy a little bit to think about Kid Cop. Like,
he went on Howard Stern, I think last week or something.
He's a fucking douchebag.
You know, when I was little,
no.
And he did let me finish. He did the Undertaker's theme song for that little period of the Undertaker in WWE, and I found out Eminem liked him, and I was a big Eminem fan, so it made me go listen to some of his music, and I tried to get into it because of the Undertaker thing, the Eminem thing. And older I get, I'm like, nah, that's just a methed out white boy with some money. You know how to play guitar a little bit. That's all that is. That nigga is the hillbilly Kurt Cobain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would not let you utter Kid Cock's name and put him right next to Kurt Cobain. Ooh, bars!
True. But I'm just saying that only because he doesn't write great music, but in terms of the look and shit, nigga, he can play the guitar. Lyrics, not that great.
There are a bunch of Kid Cocks all in Brightmore. They look exactly the fuck like he does, nigga. A bunch of white boys with fucking long hair that can fucking play fucking guitar. Nigga. It's not a hard thing to do. He just
it's a lot of places in Michigan
like
where niggas look like Kid Rock. Nigga.
Fucking Redford.
It's niggas in Birmingham with money that try to look like Kid Rock.
Ozzy.
No, I don't know why you would want to look like. Oh my God, Ozzy.
Ozzy's so lost. He's so lost.
Ozzy's such a good nigga, but
he is. You gotta love him, but you
gotta
like,
be one
damn,
of the most
son.
unproductive members of society I've ever met in my life. It's actually like, nigga.
You know what he does contribute? Jesus. He buys beer, like he buys a 24 case of Budweiser and pays the sales tax on that shit.
Nobody. Not even himself is that helping, my nigga. Get the fuck. That nigga is sucking up air. And so is his daughter.
I wasn't even trying to bring the Sloots and do it.
No, we not. I just had to say that. Like, dog,
God
chill out.
damn.
I don't get air suckers. Fucking air. That's what people like them with the Kid Rock are. Air suckers.
Yeah. True that.
Just niggas that just existing.
Pray for the rednecks.
No. Don't even disrespect rednecks like that. There's some rednecks out there smart as a motherfucking whip and look dumb as shit, nigga. And cool than a motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Rednecks is cool. Just rednecks like him.
Like outside, I told you outside when I had that fucking conversation with the Trump voter at work. He looked like a fucking moron. But me and him had the dopest conversation.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
For 30 straight minutes.
Put that on all rednecks, nigga. I done met too many cool
ones. And
he
didn't buy shit. Matter of fact, no, he did. He bought like 75 rounds worth of shotgun in that one.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he bought the big.
In true redneck fashion.
No, my bad. I'm lying. It's $250 in that case. It's he bought like one of the Big Daddy cases. Like, I don't know why. Like, he was complaining about it too. Like, that's how the conversation started. He was complaining about how we have the pussiest ammo, which is true. Like which is 100% true. And then he ended up buying some anyway. That's why I want to work on commission.
Yeah, I feel that.
You feel me?
I definitely feel that. Nigga, what was it? What was I about to say? Fucking, we gotta tell these niggas about the Puerto Ricans at the gas station.
Oh, gasolina! It's real shit, son.
And no, don't think he just said that because we said Puerto Ricans at the gas station.
No, there was nothing
they
racist
pulled
about
up
that.
playing Gasolina, my nigga.
Real.
In 2017.
It was the fucking Mustang.
I just watched.
It was the fucking.
In 2017.
The silver and gold Mustang, man.
I just watched 6 Puerto Ricans hop out of a Mustang playing Daddy Yankee album from 2004.
Proud
what the fuck is going on in this neighborhood?
Proud as hell. You know what? This is what's happened. Over gentrification is forcing all the other niggas from all cultures into one area. Nigga.
Shout out to my Puerto Rican homies. Shout out to my motherfucking Mexican homies. All Hispanic and fucking Daddy Yankee. But goddamn it, if you playing Gasolina.
Like, nigga,
at a gas station.
There's gonna be Dominicans on Linwood. There's gonna be Dominicans on Linwood. I'm telling you, nigga.
Papi, we took over. Fuck it.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Got a random ass bodega on second. Like, what the fuck?
Nigga, if I walk past or drive past anything in Detroit that says bodega, I'm like, oh, fuck this, man. I'm out.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, son.
You gotta go to the West Coast for real now.
Like, oh my God. They gonna start
putting. They got kicked out of New York and moved here.
Like, nigga. They gonna reopen that project around the corner, nigga, and that shit gonna be called Marcy Detroit Projects. And it's like it's gonna birth the next Jay-Z, son.
Shit after that, start in Southwest and just spread like wildfire.
Like, and for you people who like international or other national listeners, this is some real shit. When we was growing up in Detroit, there was only one race, niggas.
No, ever since kindergarten, there's been a couple white kids in my class, and they definitely lived in Detroit.
Brightmore don't count.
It do.
It don't.
It do.
It does not. That is Redford to me. I give it to the white people. Like,
you tell that to a Brightmore nigga in Brightmore. See how that work out.
I said it. I said it.
Not a pussy one, okay? Try that shit with Shawnzy. Shawnzy done been in Brightmore the last 5 years. Try that shit with him, see if he gonna play his shit out.
We just might have to scrap about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Brightmore is nasty as fuck.
Oh, it's definitely ashy, bitch. He lotion like a motherfucker, but.
And then, like, nigga, if there's any place in all of Detroit that looks like Flint, it's motherfucking Brightmore. The only difference between Flint and Brightmore is that Brightmore got clean running water. That's the only fucking difference.
Maybe.
That's the only fucking difference. Like, real shit. I live around the corner from Flint. Now, Jesus. And I see it every day. I drive through there every day. I work in Flint. So I've seen it. Brightmore looks a little bit worse, but has running water. That's it.
It's only because Brightmore is smaller.
Speaking of, oh God, I wanted to get to this because Kiana would kick my ass if I didn't.
Oh God.
So we watched this fucking
Does
little.
she even listen to the podcast?
No, she makes sure she makes like she don't listen to the podcast that be like updating on her phone. She just never has the time to just sit down and listen to one. Now we have a baby and shit. Know what I mean? Anyway.
Nah, you still listen to a podcast.
Well, I
You just got done telling me that you've been listening to podcasts the last 2 days. You got the same baby. It's your baby.
Oh yeah, but I like nigga. I step outside and smoke for like 45 minutes. Like it would be like I'll go out there and smoke a whole cone, nigga. Like I said, break that shit down into 2 parts. Smoke like 2 or 3 squares, nigga. Get my shit together. Write some shit down in my rhyme book. It's a lot that goes down in my 45 minutes on the phone. Or I mean, like by myself, or if I'm on the phone outside. Like a lot goes into it.
You need to let your girl get a habit.
Shit, nigga, she had a habit. She used to smoke weed with me until she got pregnant.
That's what I mean. She need a new one.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell her that. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, we watched this video. She's from Flint and shit. But she's like from like the nice part of Flint, I guess. Well, it's where people have more money. Like Kearsley. That's what they call it. That's so fucked up to me. It's still Flint, but they burrowed it off and call it Kearsley, which makes me mad. I'm like, so y'all gonna think that this is Kearsley, but the rest of Flint is just Flint. Yeah, like the nigga part of Flint is just nigga part of Flint. Like y'all niggas racist. Anyway, so
Out of here, I didn't even know that.
yeah. So we watched this whole video and shit, and it was pretty much like a documentary, just people talking like that were from Flint, like they've been there for like 8 years or more, that were affected, like have been, gotten lead poisoning from the water and shit. Like, there's one old white dude, white people live in Flint too. It was one old white dude and shit, and him and all 4 of his grandchildren, and his family and shit, tested positive for lead poisoning.
Damn.
Like, pretty much his whole family lived in Flint and got tested positive for the shit. And it's like, the long-term effects of it are just crazy. First off, it's not letting your fucking brain develop at all, like the way it's supposed to, because you're infecting yourself with lead and pumping that shit into your body, like the sores that pop up on people, all types of fucking sick shit. Yeah, it's fucked up shit.
That's why it's fucked up.
Real shit. It's really fucking killing
They
people.
even got. I even heard that. Like, not to cut you off, but I heard that they didn't having a better. Like, they made a better route to get water to Puerto Rico now.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is up with Flint? Like, niggas just
nigga.
That's still going on, people.
Right now. God damn it, listeners, this is some real shit. The real shit will be podcasted at this moment. God damn it! But this is some real shit. Just because you don't hear motherfucking MSNBC, the fucking news, CNN reporting that fucking Flint does not have, is not in a water crisis anymore, doesn't mean that it's not happening still. And on top of that, it was like...
Doesn't mean it's still not places to donate shit to,
nigga.
Like,
the fact that the press hasn't even covered the shit, they're still like...
No, they just cover it like once a month now.
They have shut down so many of these places that was giving out free water to fucking people. There was people on that fucking video that was saying they run through 16 cases of bottle of water a day just to live.
Yeah, their water is so fucked up that they need those bottles to motherfucking eat.
You shouldn't have to fucking
shower,
live like that,
cook,
son.
Everything. Like, that's some bullshit.
You shouldn't have to live like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucked up. And even I'm out there now. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the places shut down and shit. And I saw some, like last year at a time, that people was working in a certain part of Flint trying to get them their water and shit, doing shit with the pipes, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking like, all right, shit, they actually doing some shit.
You know, Rod's been up there, my uncle. He been up there for like the last, maybe the last 2017. He had to been up there maybe the last, living there. It was like the last maybe almost 10 years. So he was drinking this shit before niggas even knew it was fucked up. Nigga, they got lawsuits and shit popping up there. They keep trying to stall that shit in the courts because they don't want to pay them niggas no money to fix that shit.
You're like,
because that's admitting the wrongdoing, which is gonna fall back on motherfucking Schneider, and it's about to be an election season. Ain't
think
trying to play
about these
that
children, nigga, who've been consuming this shit since they pretty much have been born. These kids' brain is not gonna properly develop the
You
way as
think
it
crack
should,
babies
and
are
it's
bad.
going to be fucking harder for them to survive in society. That's the way. That's what happens to when people end up fucking shooting up a fucking school or some shit on some fuck shit. There's something wrong inside of their head, and the fact that the government allow lead pipes to be pumping your fucking water to you, and you then are infected in that type of way to where it affects your mind, your body.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, these people aren't gonna live long lives.
Every mental illness, I don't know. This is why I don't get why people don't, pay attention to the mental illness shit. And you know me, nigga. I felt away about the shit because my shit. But at the same, nigga, every mental illness ain't fucking always, or mental illness isn't on set always because of you were just born with that genetic.
Yeah.
It can be environmental. It can be just because you were traumatized in an environment or something in the environment fucked you up. It's been that way since they found out niggas was crazy. It's been that way.
It affects you can
That
be
plays
affected
a
mind
real part
and
in
body.
this shit.
If you live like really close to fucking power lines and shit,
You fuck around and get cancer real quick.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, oh no, it's
Try to tell you that shit. Living next to them nuclear sites and shit. Like,
yeah, they'll be like, oh no, it's within the zone. It's within zoning, so you should be fine. You shouldn't get cancer. But
that's why the
the
chemtrails argument exists and all the other shit, because nigga, it's all of this shit plays into the niggas that end up bipolar and schizophrenic and fucking having these weird ass ailments that they don't even know how they fucking got. All these different types of cancers, especially. Most importantly, all these fucking different types of cancers that niggas act like they don't know how to cure and shit. That's the shit that really eated me as a person that smoked cigarettes and a mother that survived the shit.
yeah, like there is. My thing is just like the blatant fucking disregard, and my own and the blatant disregard to me is past the fact that the government allowed that shit to happen in the first place, using lead pipes to pump people's water that's supposed to be clean.
What was cheap? That is government, dog.
Yeah, I understand.
When people say that that's not how the government should be ran, that's a crazy statement, because it's like that's what it is. That's how it has to be to run.
Yeah, because absolutely, like when those pipes were put in, like the infrastructure of Flint, for them to completely fucking change it up to where it will be okay for everyone to drink water, will be 2050 at the earliest.
Man, most of them people will be dead. Fuck
Bruh. 2050, I'll be 58
That's not a long
years
ways
old.
away, but think about the people out there that's 40, 50 now. Nigga, that's
Nigga,
30 fucking years.
I'll be 58.
Fuck out of here, dog.
I'll be 58. You'll be 57.
Right, the fuck out of here.
Like niggas be collecting our M's off the Social Security at that point.
And not even needed for real.
We're not even fucking needed. You know what I'm saying? And it's the point that the thing that really fucked me up about the whole thing was
I get it, you gotta dig up an entire system, but come on.
Me, I'm very observant. If I hear something, if I get a theory about something, someone pitches a theory to me,
right.
I kind of gotta observe the theory in motion, or at least see if something is factual about it.
Right.
I told you, I worked in Flint, so I go to Flint every single day, which is pretty much really 2 miles away from me, from where my apartment is. So it's like I go to Flint every single day, and I started just driving around. I had 15 minutes to burn before work, and I drove around. I ain't see not one water filling station.
Stop you. It's not hot no more. That's why I said.
And it's all because of press.
And
it's like, oh shit, the press. And there's a motherfucker in the political office. It's like, all right, the press died down, so we got some time to fucking sit on this. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it chill before the election comes up. These are fucking people.
You know what I'm saying? It's about to be an election year, bro. They not about to do nothing. And I want to say this as my last point just before we take this break, because I need to go smoke a cigarette.
It's true shit.
And we got to do an ad anyway.
Yeah.
But my last point before I, chill out is like, them niggas know that, like I said, because it's an election year and all of that shit, it's only not no more filling stations and shit like that because it's not a hot story. Celebrities and shit not donating.
Trump is the hot story now.
Trump is the hot story every day since last year, nigga. That's not, but that's what I'm saying.
But when that shit got serious,
it gets diverted so much that, nigga, the only thing people can do us in order to change it or help it is if you can't afford to get there, share a link. If you can't afford to send in the water, a nigga like me, I can't afford to send I can't afford to send my uncle the money I owe him in Flint, much less a case of water. Nigga, but I can share a link and hope somebody that do got some money fucking donate. I can motherfucking get out and do some shit. What they do with government people, they try to sign petitions and shit. Do that shit. All that shit people been doing to let people know that shit is still happening and let them know it's a real problem and it needs to change. They need to keep doing that shit. But it's 2017. Governor shits happen every 4 years, but it's off of the 2 years off of the presidential shit. Next year is the fucking election, bro. They ain't changing shit in the next 3.
No.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Because even if they get a new nigga in there, it's going to take him a minute to get shit right.
Real shit.
And if it's the same nigga, there ain't shit happening. So chill out.
Real shit.
We'll be right back.
Bogey break.
And for all my junk food junkies, go check out the Ypsilanti-based pastry artist Seductive Sweets. They're the aspiring bakers who can make anything that you can think of, from banana pudding, cupcakes, cheesecake, to fried cheesecake. They do it all. Follow them on Instagram and add them on Facebook at Eat Seductive Sweets. And we back.
Get money.
Had to motherfucking get my nerves right and shit.
Yeah, I mean, weed was necessary.
It is.
Bogeys was necessary.
Yeah, it is.
It be like that sometimes.
So, on to a lighter note for the last few minutes of this, since we gotta get up out of here in a minute.
Bosses want to run us out.
Yeah, we shit.
Damn, we touched on a lot of shit.
We did. Jumped around a lot.
Real shit.
Still need interns, you know. So if y'all, anybody that is listening to this, I know we only got 3, but one of y'all 3, tell 3 more. Tell them, tell 3 more, and then, you know.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
And hit us up, you know what I mean, on, you know, the social medias and shit, on direct messages, or just tweet us and see, you know, what you want to be heard or discussed. You know what I'm saying? Your shit will be screened.
Of course. I mean, we ain't just gonna be popping up with random ass messages from you niggas.
Real shit. So, you know what I'm saying? If it's some shit that you really, you know, feel that needs to be discussed on the podcast in relation, you know what I'm saying, hit us up. I guess I'm going to plug my fucking social medias right now.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying? At my Instagram at official Jose _Ortega. Follow me and shit. And Twitter at HSM _Jose Ortega. And Snapchat at CaliRaider313. We out here.
Y'all know I don't be on this shit like that.
Nobody does.
No,
Well,
niggas be on it.
I was about to say, like...
But me, on the other hand, I be on it, but I don't be on it. But follow me on Twitter at Busy93, all caps, except the numbers, obviously. And Instagram, DJ _1_ slap a nigga. Because I be slapping niggas.
Real shit.
But I don't be slapping niggas. I'm going to slap you if you make me slap you. But I don't just be out here just slapping niggas.
That should have been one of your AKAs. You should have rolled with that.
AKA DJ Slapping Nigga?
Yeah.
I thought about that. I don't know. Anyway,
but yeah,
the last thing. Oh, that's what I wanted to touch on last podcast. I think we did a little bit, but I wanted to bring it back up. Hype beasts. They are a fucking problem. I'm not saying I'm not a little hype beast. I'm not saying, no, we all little hype beasts, right? We all
hype beast in DC for a minute.
You know, we all in hype beats or something. I did my little Ed Hardy stint. I'm not proud of it, but, you know, I did it. You niggas gotta die. You niggas go to work. I'm assuming 8 to 12 hours a day, probably. Fucking all to stand in line for a $500 pair of Jordans or some Off-Whites or some Supremes, or kill yourself. Okay? Kill yourself. I can't even really elaborate anymore. Niggas, just kill yourself. Like, I feel like you niggas is working for... Do you have kids? And if you do, why are you in that line?
You know there is certain people...
Why are you paying $500 for shoes?
That stand in line for...
If I had $500 to blow, I wouldn't blow it on shoes.
I can't say that.
I can. With great fucking confidence. I can have $1 million in the bank right now. You can't show me one pair of shoes worth $500.
No, I've seen a pair.
They have to be autographed by. It would have to be.
I've seen a couple pair.
It's only 2 pairs. I take that back. It's 2 pairs. It'd have to be the Encore fucking Eminem Jordans, autographed by Eminem, because I ain't never wearing them, or some Red Octobers. If it ain't one of them two, kiss my ass. I'm not even a shoe junkie like that, a shoe buff, sneakerhead, whatever y'all call it. I know niggas with storage rooms full of shoes and shit. I think that nigga crazy. Shout out to Ace. But still.
I mean, shit. Them shits go for fucking damn.
It's a nice investment if you.
Them shits go for $3,400 pretty much.
What?
I mean, my bad.
The Red October?
$1,400. No, the
M joints?
Yep, the M joints. Yep.
What size?
And a 10.
See, I can't even fit that.
I can't fit them shits neither.
I wouldn't even pay. I can't fit it.
But
you
you
get a
can find
13
them
though, I'll do it. I'll pay $1,500 for that if you got a 13, because I'm gonna wear them one time and I'm getting them bitches in a glass case on my wall.
I don't really like the Jordan 4s, so I really wouldn't get them.
I'm not getting them because I'm not a sneakerhead, bro. I'm not getting them because what number Jordan I'm getting because they're the Encore joints. Them the joints he released for
I know
limited time when Encore came.
I know sneakerheads that do it like that, but I'm like one of those sneakerheads that if I see a pair of sneakers that I can afford that I think are dope, it's because I think they're dope. Like, period. I'm not. I'm not gonna stand in line. Yeah, I'm not gonna stand in line for a pair of Jordan 30s.
I'm not standing in line for shit. I don't even like standing in line for the shit I gotta stand in line for.
See, nigga, honest to God, there's motherfuckers that go and stand in these lines, and it's a whole job to where these niggas will stand in line and hold a place for somebody, and they'll do that shit for like $1,000.
No, yeah, now niggas is mad niggas in New York that like, especially iPhone dropping time.
Yeah,
whoo, them boys clean up, just standing in line for niggas.
Real
now,
shit.
That's one thing. That's a nice little hustle. Like I said, if you know what you're doing with the sneakers, like Kyle, Ace, he got storage units full of J's and Forces, and if he flip them, and he can flip them now and make a nice little piece of change, but who knows what they'll be worth? Like when Jordan died. Some of them joints he gonna make a nice little grip. And I mean nice, but like the average motherfucker, dog, why is you standing in line for just the new colorway? Dog, kill yourself.
For example, I love, like, my favorite Jordan of all time is the Jordan Dub Zero. Like,
I remember those.
The way they fit on my foot when I was hooping in them bitches, how they felt, like the whole nine. It was a good walking shoe. Them shits was comfy than a bitch.
Whatever number ones I got on now is my favorite. I don't know what number. I think these is 11s or something, but I don't know. They so beat up.
I'm about to say, them is Jordan Ground Zero. Like, them things is fucked
Jordan
up.
911s.
Like, this just look like a whole attack happened on them motherfuckers. You got a dog, nigga? What the fuck?
No, nigga, these my work shoes.
God damn.
I had these bitches for like 5 years. I'm just waiting for the whole sole to fall off so I can throw them away.
Fam, I go to work in J's too, but my shit still be white when I get home. Like, God
like
damn.
I said, I had them for at least 5 years. I ain't washed them in about 3. Nigga, this is just collective dirt. Nigga, this is 3 girlfriends, 2 jail stints, and...
You sound like the chick from the Liberty Mutual commercial.
For real though. That's how long I've had these. Fucking, I didn't had money with them and fell off with them, nigga. Everything.
Yeah, like them shits was comfortable as fuck, and they can't, like, the pair that I had at the time, because me and my brother wore the same pair of shoes. You like, well, the same size shoe.
Right.
And he was like, let me wear them shit. And they were black with the gold fucking trim.
That was like the most broke boy ass statement ever. Me and my brother, we share the same shoe.
No, because whenever I thought he had a pair of flat
wrong at first.
Yeah, it was like the delivery sound bad. But it was like when he'd have a pair of sneakers that I thought was dope, I'd be like, yo, let me rock those to school. And he'd be like, all right. Like, no fucking problem. This is prior to my life of crime that ended up buying me sneakers. So I'm like,
Said,
shit.
I went to the jewelry store and bought the same shit twice.
But them shits was hard to the bitch. And then I was like, yo, when I got the money to be able to get my own, nigga, I went all over the internet trying to look for them same pair so I could get, like, at the time, my foot is to what it is now, like a 10.5. I'm like, I gotta give me a pair of 10.5s and that same exact one.
Bro,
Nigga, couldn't find them shits nowhere. They brought them back out in a fucking gray, a white, and a blue. And I was like, fam, I'm like, it's the same shoe, but now it's a retro. Yeah, and I'm like, no.
$200 more.
Nigga,
Kiss my dick.
I scoured Amazon to find me a pair. I scoured so tough that I actually called the fucking distributor. Was like, yo, how often do you have these shits at this price? And he was like, well, we usually keep a stock supply, and the prices never really jump up. They might go down. Like, holiday, I was like, bam, cool. That's all I needed to know.
But I just remember, because you said that, when you said you called the distributor, I just remember this is what made me think about Hypebeast are a problem and that they need to all be sniped. Motherfucking, I was on Facebook one day and I read this story about I think, did we talk about this? The 13-year-old Dubai kid that gets like a $5,000 allowance every 2 weeks, and he owns like fucking 200,000 pairs of shoes.
Hell no, you sure? What's up with that?
This little 15-year-old kid, right? Or he's like 14 or 15 or something, live in Dubai, rich as hell. His family got oil money and shit. And they've been putting this nigga on Hypebeast ass websites about how dope his life is and how he got all this money and all these things. I'm like, ain't no grown person looking at this nigga, you know what I'm saying, going like, oh, his life is so crazy and dope. Like,
no.
Dog, first off, you 15 making $5,000 in India. You're not selling drugs. That's your parents' allowance. He even said it. It's parents' allowance. So the fact that you have 200,000 pairs of shoes and that was the other thing. He got like tigers and lions as pets and shit like that. Like he's a fucking billionaire rich kid. Why is his life being put out everywhere? I didn't see this nigga on Complex. I didn't see this nigga on Fader. I didn't see this nigga on bullshit pages on fucking social media shit, like on Twitter. He'd be on like BuzzFeed and shit. I'm like, who is this little nigga, man? And that sounds like I'm hating. I'm not. I just don't understand why people, because even the people that did read about it, the same sentiments I'm reflecting were reflected in the comment section, just not as articulate.
Well, if Young Bull is balling like that, I feel.
I mean, salute to him, nigga. Great life. Keep living it up.
Fuck
I
him.
don't get the fame.
No, fuck him. All right, real quick. Fuck the little nigga.
Nah, not even fuck him. He ain't did shit. He ain't do shit but be born.
Exactly.
That's all he did.
That is a product of.
I just don't get why you think people want to hear about it.
No one really cares. But that's a product of good parenting. Because if you got billions of dollars to just give your fucking kid to just buy thousands and thousands of pairs of shoes or fucking lions and tigers and bears and oh my's and shit, if you got the fucking money to do that, like, nigga, that's good parenting and you hustled hard. God damn it. As long as your kid don't deal drugs, nigga, or commits murder or rapes any bitch, you good. You sit back and be like, man, that little nigga just doing what that little nigga do. But
I mean, no, I'm sure Pops is
fuck.
sitting up like, that's my nigga, doing him. Why? I don't get why it's a news story. That's what I saw legitimate people like Complex and Fader, like I said, the legitimate hip hop outlets promoting this nigga because of his shoe collection, True. But like I said, in the vein of it being a Hypebeast as stories like that, people like that, not saying a little boy, but people like that subscribe to that shit and participate and are of it. I'm not saying the whole, everybody hype something up from time to time. Hyping shit up isn't whack. The way y'all niggas do it is whack.
True.
And that's just my real sentiments on it.
That's real shit though.
No, it's not even, I can hear niggas right now saying, oh, well, nigga, you can't afford to find no Supreme, that's why you ain't fucking with it. No, a lot of Supreme collections is trash. And y'all niggas be out here spending bands on that shit for a fit.
Weird
Look
shit.
dumb as hell.
Motherfuckers just see name or they see price tag and they be like, oh my god, I gotta get it. Like, no, nigga, it's simple. You just
I remember when True Religion was hot.
motherfucking Kanye had motherfuckers looking like it's Star Wars Part 4 and shit, and niggas was like, yo, I gotta get that new Yeezus hoodie. No, the fuck you do not. This shit got holes in it, my nigga.
I remember when Yeezy's motherfucking clothing line looked semi alright, and then I think it was the season 3. It looked semi alright before the show, and then the fashion show happened. It was like, oh, so he's selling bum clothes and slave clothes.
He looked like he got a bunch of minions. Like,
Fam.
After that fashion show, when I saw the picture, I didn't watch the show.
I watched the show because I didn't know the show was going to be a fashion show. I thought it was going to be like rap and other shit going. No, it was just people standing and walking the Kanye music with his designs on. And he was standing at the turntable DJing the whole shit, talking to other celebrities.
I couldn't fuck with it because it was just like, nigga, this shit looks like... He looked like he has a bunch of just mind-controlled minions on stage.
Kanye looks like he's being mind-controlled right now.
No.
I would say by Kris Jenner, but no.
Oh, shit. Kanye is a Kardashian now. Who knows what happened? Who's going to happen to him?
I say between...
Tristan Thompson going to blow his career this season. Watch.
We already knew that was happening. That was happening with or without Kardashians. But I think between...
He don't even start, nigga.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
He don't even... Kevin Love, the nigga that everybody was bitching about, starts at your position now. Like...
Terrible. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, between, I think, Virgil and Kris Jenner. I don't know. Shout out to Virgil. Send me some off-whites. After I just said all of that shit about
off-whites. You know what?
I mean, if they free, I'll take them.
Going back to Wale real quick. So my manager at work was like, because I told you I wear white. I pretty much wear my black Forces or my white Cortez or my white J's every day. Mm-hmm. But there's 3 options I say like I'm going to work in.
Right.
And I was like, I went to work and shit. I had the fresh white J's on and shit. She was like, "You gonna mess up your shoes in the back room?" And I'm like, "Nah, it'll be alright. I've worked in them before. Not a problem." And I was like, I know how to clean these shits. Right. And I'm like laundry detergent, some hot water, nigga, and a toothbrush. I know how to get in these shits. It's not a problem. And she was like, "Why do you even choose to wear white shoes?" And it took me to fucking Wale's the album About Nothing. And this was my instant response. I was like, one time a lady said, like, "I see you wearing the white shoes, and it makes me feel good." So I was like, you know what? White shoes make people feel good. So why not wear white shoes?
Makes sense.
And she looked at me like, mind blown. Her face was something evil, like just like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like that makes a lot of sense. And I didn't think about it just because I was trying to be slick with the fact that I knew something that she didn't, like the hip hop reference.
And that always feels good when you drop like some bars on a song for somebody and they looking at you like you fucking Socrates or some
real shit. And like, whoa. And then I realized it really does make people feel better, dog. Like I have never had like
I don't think I've owned that many white pairs of shoes to notice.
I'm all about my all whites. But fucking
I never had 4 pairs of white Air Force Ones.
I'm not Dr. Dre. Like I'm gonna have that one, maybe 2 pair. One that I step in, one that is like for special occasion. But I didn't think about it until I was actually working, and I was like, people are a lot nicer to me than they are to other people. And I know it's not just because I'm the only nigga that work in this stuff.
Well, you know, white colors in general kind of open people up energy-wise.
Yeah.
So that's another thing, like with wearing all black versus like, you know, if I walk in a room by myself, people gonna have a whole nother reaction to me than with you. Because the only thing keeping me from all black right now is my shoes. If I had some all black Nikes right now, and I walk into the room before you, niggas gonna look at me and look back down. Cause they like,
Yep.
You, they'd be like, They might turn their head a little bit like, oh, who is he? He looks kind of like, it's the colorway, it's the energy it presents, the aura of the shit.
Yeah, like white, just like the white on clothes.
Yeah.
White people.
Yeah.
I generalize it, like not white people. You know what I'm saying? Bring this whole different energy and aura. You know what I'm saying? Like white shoes. Like I remember when I was growing up, coming up in high school days, the white polo was like untouchable. If you fucked up somebody's white polo,
white polo or a white tee?
Oh, yep. I throw hands over my white tees. I throw hands over that shit.
I think we all have. At least once.
I remember a nigga,
especially in the early 2000s.
In 8th grade.
Yeah, in the early 2000s.
A nigga threw a chicken nugget at a bitch.
Nigga up over. What?
A nigga threw a chicken nugget at a bitch, and I was kind of like walking to my seat at the time.
Barbecue sauce brushed your ass. You said, nigga, what?
Like,
square.
It was like if I was one step later, nigga, it wouldn't have hit me. But I was like on time, and it was like, and it came right across my chest, nigga, and fell on the floor right in front of me and shit. And I look over because I saw the nigga that did it. Because you know what I'm saying? When you see that arm motion and you're just like, if this shit hit me, and it did, I looked at this nigga and I was like, Mike, get up. I was like, no, we gotta throw hands over this shit, nigga. Now, unless you got $20 to put in my hand right now, we gotta throw hands over this shit. Now,
I need a bottle of bleach and some money.
I had a baby blue tee on under the white tee, so I could have just instantly should have been like, hey, fuck this white tee, and could have thrown it in the trash. I'm like, no, nigga, if you ain't got $20, we gonna throw hands. He ain't had $20, so we threw hands. That's the end of that story. One win in the dub column for me.
I don't even think the fight I had over a white t-shirt was a real fight. It was just like, why you fuck up my shit? And then like a shoving match. It had to be like 7th grade. And in 7th grade I went to school with white folks, so white folks they didn't know the importance of a white t-shirt in 07, 06. They didn't know. So it wasn't really their fault. It was, bro, it's just a shirt. No, bitch. It's my white tee, nigga. Tall. Fuck with me. Double X, nigga. You ain't got that money.
I kicked the bitch downstairs because she fucked up my white tee. No, it was a white polo in 7th grade. Because she thought it was funny. And she sprayed like this fucking like Nair shit. Like, cause we got like everybody got like fucking like little like healthcare like packages and shit. Like the school, because you know certain niggas was dirty and shit.
Right.
Didn't know how to take care of themselves, so they gave everybody like a fucking like healthcare kit, nigga. Women got their own ones, nigga. Niggas got their own, nigga. They had
how did you get Nair on you then? That's for chicks.
This bitch was wildin', and she came over to like me and my homies. We just sitting there, just talking, having the conversations, just shooting the shit. Teacher ain't in there. You know what I'm saying? We just shooting the shit, minding our own business. This bitch decides that she gonna take the Nair out of her shit, come over there and fucking like spray that shit on everybody. So my ass got instantly mad because I'm like, no one
should have.
Yep.
And everybody else.
So I fucking like flipped the table over and shit. and then it instantly clicked to me because I was like, I can't beat her ass because like she a woman, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like I just got mad as hell. Teacher came in, saw our fucking faces, was like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, this bitch about to get fucked up. And shit.
She was sitting there with the puppy dog eyes, like, I'm sorry.
Yep, there was fucking, and there was like, it was like a pink Nair that got on my white, brand new white polo. Brand fucking new. And I'm pissed as hell, and I'm like, I get the shit off, and I'm just thinking to myself, if this shit makes a fucking pink stain on my shirt.
Might as well just had the rest of them spray you. Walk that bitch like Cam.
No, in my head, I was like, I'm going to grab that can, and I'm going to spray that shit all in that bitch's head. And I'm going to pull that shit out of her dome piece, nigga. I don't give a... I was evil with it. And we was coming out of school, nigga.
That girl would have killed herself.
And there was a real... it was like a real light pink fucking stain. And this was like a brand new polo. So you could see the stain. Like, you could see it because it was like the shirt itself was so white. You know what I'm saying? If I had watched that shirt or wore it like maybe 4 or 5 times, nigga, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell. Right. But you could tell like a motherfucker. And my nigga Q was like, yo, bro, you good on that stain? And I was... she was in front of me at that moment, and he was just trying to be funny, and then and she was like her back and ass was like just in motherfucking like foot's length.
Do tripping bitches.
No, she was like at the last 4 steps of the fucking stairs, and I'm like, bitch. That bitch rolled down, and I ran out that motherfucker so evil, dog. And then I got out the front door, and I just started laughing. I didn't even care if she caught me at that point. I was like, the tumble that bitch made was evil. I was mad as hell.
Nigga did pull the Gucci.
Shit, it was almost a Kevin Gates, nigga. Shit.
I was saying the Gucci just because you kicked the bitch while she was moving.
Like, nigga, I almost Kevin Gates that bitch though. Like, that shit, man.
Kick a bitch in her lungs and make her fall.
That shit made me mad as hell. I'm like, bitch, you fooling.
We gotta stop saying bitch so much. We gotta start watching that shit. Start saying, because we be like, bitches this, bitches that. I know.
She was a bitch though. She stayed my way.
I'm not saying we can't use it. I'm saying, nigga, we gotta.
I use it in its proper terms some of the time.
Yeah.
We ignorant niggas half the time, but we did hit you with some smart shit today, so you can't say we stupid. We stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we like to, we just talk how we talk. We still getting used to this trying to articulate ourselves thing.
Look,
we're good at it, but we still niggerish about it, so we trying to clean it up a little bit.
Bosses gave me a platform. God damn it, I'm gonna abuse it, and the podcast will be
They'll take it away if we abuse it, nigga. That's why we got to clean it up. We just got done talking about we had to clean it up, nigga. They just got done telling us this. Really trying to get us fired out here, nigga. We can't keep this. What we gonna do? Start our own? Really?
Absolutely.
Won't be as fun.
Independence is king, god damn it.
Yeah, this is independence with rules.
That's not how Jay-Z living.
What the fuck are they talking about?
That's not how Jay-Z living.
We ain't got J Money yet. Nigga, I pulled up in a Malibu, you pulled up in a half a taco. I don't know what the fuck we riding in right now.
Green Machine is the truth.
Nigga, that shit look like the little clump of taco meat that be in the taco on the soft taco supreme. Your shit, the shit that fall out the back while you bite in the front. That's what your shit is shaped like. Anyway, man, it's about that time, bro. Shit, man. It's episode 13, dog.
Man, it's always a good time.
Yeah, man. We I guess we'll be back next week.
We will be back next week. God damn it.
I mean, other things may happen.
Music coming soon.
Soon.
Pre-orders for t-shirts coming soon.
Pablo Time and all that shit.
Pablo Time t-shirts, all that shit.
Listen to Busy Black.
Man, my turtle t-shirt coming out too.
I'm gonna have a print of my dick on one just for the ladies.
I don't want that posted up on the business page because then we will get fired.
Well, yeah, duh, nigga.
I'm about to say, and then I'll
that'll be the exclusive pre-order for all the bitches that want to fuck me specifically. I'm gonna get a.
I'm about to say, why would you put a picture of your dick and want bitches to fuck somebody else's dick? That don't make much sense.
Well, yeah, it's gonna say "Listen to Busy" under my dick.
Yes,
it's gonna be the shape of my dick, and then say "Listen to Busy" under it.
Please don't wear that shirt.
Wow. Well, it's my dick. I can wear it. You better not wear it.
I ain't never wearing that shirt.
And I better not see no other dudes wearing it. Well, no, you know what? Thank you for the compliment if I do see it. No, it's not happening.
Thank you for the compliment.
It's not happening. Sorry. But on that note, see you next week, I guess.
We out.